Let me give you one piece of advice. Be honest. He knows more than you can imagine.
At last. Welcome, Neo. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus.
It's an honor to meet you.
No. The honor is mine. Please, come, sit. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. Story ends. Wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill. Stay in Wonderland. And I show you how to get
The choice is yours. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you get with this, 'cause this is hot.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
Here's the black sheep. Even if we wanted to, the clock cannot be weak. Watch me swing like this. Why should I swing it like that? Because in fact,
Hello everybody. As you can see today we're going to talk about the body shop matrix. A day in the life in the body shop. One of the first things we want to look at is some of the terminology. Keys to keys. Keys to keys is pretty much the entire process in the body shop. It's the time that the customer gives the keys to the time the customer is able to pick up the keys when the work is completed. A mom and pop shop. Most of us might think of a mom and pop shop as a small individual shop, usually owned by one person, a family within the community. A local MSO. A local MSO is a multi-shop operator / owner. This is usually a local body shop with multiple locations. The example in the picture, you're going to see Mike's Auto Body. It has 15 locations in California's East Bay area. MSO. MSO is your multi-shop operator. These are your nationwide shops. Gerber, Caliber Collision, Service King, Group 1, Hendricks. Caliber Collision has now announced it has 500 locations, with Gerber having over 350. The writer is usually your estimator that writes the sheet. The sheet is the estimate. The RO is the work order. The RO is how the body shop tracks the vehicle. Utilizing a management system, the RO can be generated by number, by name, by VIN. An insurance company utilizes a claim number. Usually the claim number and the RO coincide with each other. One is used by the insurance company, one is used by the body shop. Accident-related and unrelated prior damage. These are the two words that you will hear over and over in the body shop industry. Upgrading a job usually becomes a little more difficult. In this industry, what we'll see is most jobs don't get upgraded. Most of the time, most people are already flustered and upset that they got into an accident. For example, if there is damage to a quarter panel and there is a door dent in the door, the dent would not get repaired if it is not related to the accident. Any additional work not related to the accident would not be covered by the insurance company. The reason for this is because the insurance company will not pay for unrelated damage. Most people already have to pay their deductible. Paying for additional work usually isn't in their budget. This leads us right into the deductible. The deductible is a specific amount of money that the insured must pay before an insurance company will pay a claim. One of the things you will find in the collision industry is saving your deductible. Saving your deductible is an agreed upon term between the body shop and the owner. This is when the owner of the vehicle and the shop come into an agreement about not paying the deductible. A lot of times, what we will see is when a shop saves a vehicle owner their deductible, what they will do is do a workaround certain repairs that should have been done. For example, when an ABS module should be replaced with a new one, but instead the shop decides to put in a used one. This will create a mix-match VIN code. Flagged hours are the amount of hours taken by a technician when doing a job. Book time is the amount of time given to complete a job. Later on in this discussion, we will explain why that is important. Your length of rental. The rental is just that. It is the rental car given when a vehicle is being repaired. A lot of times, people believe that the rental is just as important as the vehicle being worked on at a shop. Repair authorization. Repair authorization is the authorization from the insurance company. This is confirmation that the insurance company will pay for the repairs on the vehicle. The supplement is any additional charges not included in the original estimate. The body shop usually requests a supplement. Cycle time. Cycle time is defined as the amount of time required to complete one cycle of operation. It's the amount of time it takes to repair the vehicle from start to finish. WIP is work in progress. It's the amount of vehicles that the shop is currently working on. You will see this estimate was given an equation of 2.4 hours divided up by its body time, which gave it 9 days from start to finish to complete. Now that we've gone over some of the terminology, let's go over the differences between a dealership and a body shop. When we as owners take our car to the dealership, we are under the perception that only one person is going to touch the car. The service advisor is going to write up what is wrong with the vehicle, and the mechanic in the shop is going to fix the vehicle. Most people do not plan to go to a body shop. That is where they ended up after an accident. When we take our vehicle to a body shop, we really have no idea who's touching the car. It could be anybody from the insurance adjuster, body shop manager, the adjuster, the parts manager, the shop foreman, blueprinter, planner, body tech, the assistant, low-line detrimmer, prepper, painter, buffer, and quality control. We're going to kind of look at everyone's position and what they actually do in a body shop.
So you're in charge around here, is that fair to say? Absolutely. I'm the boss. Okay, so take us through a day in the life of the boss. Well, the first thing I do is
talk to corporate, approve memos, lead a workshop, remember birthdays, direct workflow, my own bathroom, micromanage, promote synergy.
The body shop manager. A lot of times the body shop manager is loaded with experience. They have worked in the body shop industry for a long time. They're very familiar with the cars. They've taken them apart, but we will see a lot of times as they have the experience needed to repair the vehicle as well. Most of the time they are going to be focused on customer service. They want to ensure that the customer is getting taken care of. What they will use is CSIs. Their CSIs are built on their KPIs, which are key performance indicators. One of the main ways to ensure great customer service is to have a great estimator. The estimator is the body shop's customer service representative. The estimator is usually the primary point of contact in the body shop. This is the person that will help the customer through the entire repair process. In most cases, the estimator is one of the first people to look at the vehicle. With their estimating system, they will write the sheet. At that point, what they will do is get with the customer, get with the insurance company, and make sure everything is ordered in order to get the vehicle repaired correctly. It is the estimator that works with the appointments and the walk-in customers. They're able to complete and review all the paperwork with the customer to ensure that all the paperwork was filed correctly and completed correctly so payment can be made. They provide a repair plan and communication with the shop and the owner of the vehicle. The estimator is usually aware and empathetic of the fact that most people have never been in an accident, to understand the process of what it's going to take to repair the vehicle. In other words, this is the guy holding it all together. At the dealership, we all know this person. It is the parts manager. They are the person that checks in, tags, and distributes all the parts. They verify and mirror match parts. They distribute parts. They ensure that all the parts are ordered correctly on their work orders. As the parts manager, they are also responsible for returning, reordering incorrect and damaged parts, tracking incomplete status orders, following up, finding and having to pick up the parts when necessary from somewhere else. They maintain all the credits at zero. They make sure all the cores get returned. They keep everything clean and well organized.
I like your prices, but there's a problem. There's no guarantee on the box.
Heck, if something breaks down, you can call me, even if I'm home watching TV.
Callahan has guaranteed every part sold since 1925.
Maybe so, but it's not on the box. It should always be on the box, comforting you, calling out, I'm good, I'll never let you down, but if I do, I'm going to make things all better.
Our brake pads are made with a non-corrosive polyplated...
Son, if you're not talking about a guarantee, skip it. My customers need to see that little label looking them right in the eye.
Hey, you can get a good look at your butcher.
What we will see in a body shop is the parts manager's duties are the same. However, though, he is ordering parts for a vehicle of any make, of any model, of any year. Utilizing his points of contact through distribution, he's ordering parts from different manufacturers, different dealerships. What we will see a lot of times is the body shop will have an inadequate amount of room to store these parts. What this means is that the body shop manager will utilize the shop as a whole to store its parts. We will find at times it gets a little hectic because we're hanging parts on walls, keeping them in toolboxes, keeping them with the vehicle, putting parts in bins, putting parts on carts, putting parts with a body technician. A lot of times this could get confusing and misplacing of parts can happen. What we will see, because of the accident, a lot of times we will see parts have been ripped off, broken, or altogether just missing. A lot of times this will make it hard for the parts manager to order in the correct parts. Production manager, repair planner, blueprinter. This is a person in the back of the shop most of the time. They ensure the workflow. A blueprinter works with a teardown tech that tears down the vehicle before the vehicle is worked on. This ensures a complete and accurate estimate. The repair planner and production manager update work orders will make sure everything is updated in the estimate. They work with the parts manager to ensure the right parts are ordered. They manage the production and assign work to the shop. They work with the insurance companies to complete an estimate. They help manage and maintain the jobs, which in turn works with the shop's cycle time and rental time. They inform the staff during production meetings of the process and position of the vehicle's repairs. In body shop business, there was an article in The Secrets of a Successful Body Shop. Blueprinting was one of those secrets. Its supplements are an indication of making mistakes on the initial damage evaluation. What they have found is anywhere between 60 to 70% of stuff is getting missed on the initial estimate. Why this is important is because what we need to understand is that the vehicle is being torn down before it even gets to a body tech. For example, BMW's front bumper would be removed before a body tech even got a chance to get to it. So the question is going to be asked, when was the pre-scan done? Or when should a pre-scan be done? The body tech. The body technician is able to do complete disassembly of both the exterior and interior, from panels to upholstery. Work with the writers to complete the sheet and help minimize repair time and supplements. Work with the shop to create the proper workflow. Have a strong understanding of body repair. Be knowledgeable in the tools they need to do the repairs, and be knowledgeable in the materials needed to do the repairs as well.
Today I am going to show you a quick video on body filler.
Go. Work it. Boy, oh boy, it's good to know ya. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Come on. Is it worth it? Let me work it. work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive and
One of the scenarios I've given in the presentation. After this Lexus was worked on, after the vehicle was assembled, a brand new tail light was put in. Everything in the car is working. There is a mill indicating that there's a lamp malfunction. Why was there a lamp malfunction? When I first started doing the presentation, I would ask people how many body shops use Bondo. Interesting enough, a lot of people would say all of them. Most body shops would be offended if they referred to their body filler as Bondo, even though the name itself is a trade name for a larger list of products. Bondo ended up becoming the generic term for body filler. Now, Bondo itself is the name brand of a body filler. The only problem is Bondo was one of the original body fillers. Since people misused body filler for the longest time, Bondo was referred to negatively, even though it came down to the misuse and misrepresentation of the product. Other duties the body tech must perform is understand the proper use of materials such as body filler, understand the assembly of vehicles to OE industry standards, be able to get the vehicle to the paint department to ensure everything is ready for prep and paint, inspects and drives repaired vehicles to ensure everything is safe and within quality standards. Again, working with the writer for a complete estimate of the vehicle.
I really appreciate it, and you know, let's face it, I don't have much in this world that I need this, guys.
Baby, I wanna touch you. I wanna breathe into your well. See, I gotta hunt you. I gotta bring you to my hell. Baby, I wanna f you. I wanna feel you in my bones. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna tear into your soul.
So anyway, I'm finishing off my fender here, and this job is pretty well as good as done.
The painter's job is one of the most important jobs in the body shop. Their work sells the job. It is what people see when they pick up their vehicle. What and how does this relate to what we do? Understanding their job is important. They must know their tools. They must know how to paint properly. For example, for proper color match, a technique called blending is used. This is when part of a panel is painted and then re-cleared. For all imaginary purposes, let's pretend this is a 2011 Chrysler 300. I know it is not. Let's pretend. Body shop says all we did was a fender and a bumper, and now the owner of the vehicle states that their passive entry is not working. With the vehicle being 6 years old, it's easy to dismiss this as prior and not related. Body tech says all he did was a fender and a bumper. What we need to understand is what was done. In order to ensure this color match, the painter needed to detrim the driver's door so he can blend it. In this instance, the door handle was not plugged back in when it was reassembled. Other duties of the painter is to ensure that they are following manufacturer's guidelines. ensure that their color matches are on point. They assist in prep work when necessary. They ensure that all paint operations are complete, that all prior paint related disassembly is done prior to paint and returning it back to the vehicle and returning it back to the body technician. They must maintain a clean, orderly, and organized work area. The assistant, the low-end tech, the detrimmer, and prepper. These are the people that help and assist throughout the body shop. They do everything from small detrimming, such as door panels and hood replacements, to taping up the vehicle, getting it ready for paint. Basically, what these people are your gremlins. These are the people that do the work in between all the other work. So what we see is a lot of times when we're doing our scans, and what we hear from the shop is all we did. We need to find out exactly what was done to the vehicle, what was removed. To understand this will help us understand the steps in the process to help diagnose the vehicle if there's any problems that could set DTCs. Now we're getting to the final parts of the repair. This is where the vehicle is buffed, quality control's taken over, the estimates are reviewed, and we're finding Aztec getting plugged in. A lot of times this is where your post-scan is happening. As you can see, a lot of people have touched the car by now. Working through your DTCs and understanding the process that vehicle went through becomes part of your process. This is going to help you determine what and how to diagnose and recommend for repairs for the vehicle, if any are needed.